As a retail investor, it is important for us to recognize certain brands that have global dominance. The power of these brands are such that it is very difficult for any other new brand to dislodge the capabilities of these brands. They are only few in number and majorly coming from the United States of America, and then some brands from China, Europe, South Korea, and Japan. Today, let us understand what these brands offer, as well as understand what are the powers of these brands that makes them very attractive for a retail investor to consider. Stay tuned.
Oligopolies set global standards. Global oligopolies don't just dominate markets, they define the rules for entire industries. Airbus and Boeing shape worldwide aviation industries, while Visa and Mastercard influence global payment norms. Moodys and S&P decide how countries borrow money, and LVMH sets luxury benchmarks globally. When a company becomes this dominant, even governments align with its systems. Power through self-reinforcing loops. These companies grow stronger the more they are used. Google's search gets better because billions feed it data. Nvidia's CUDA ecosystem expands as more developers rely on it. Airbus and Samsung improve through feedback from global usage. This creates a loop where scale automatically becomes a competitive moat. Single points of global failure. When only two or three players dominate a critical industry, failures become global risks. If Airbus or Boeing faces issues, worldwide aviation suffers instantly. If Visa or Mastercard go down, payments freeze across continents. Moody's or S&P rating errors can raise borrowing costs for entire nations. Oligopolies centralize risk at a massive scale. Power over nations, not just consumers. These companies influence national strategic policies. Samsung and TSMC are crucial to semiconductor supply chains and defense. Moody's and S&P dictate how governments fund budgets. European luxury houses shape cultural exports and branding influence. Their importance often surpasses that of local industries. Illusion of choice for consumers. People think they have options, but the real choices are limited. Phones run only on iOS or Android. Global aviation depends on just Boeing or Airbus. Payments run on Visa or Mastercard. Even in luxury, most brands belongs to LVMH, Kering or Richemont. Invisible ownership behind many brands. Many oligopolies operate quietly behind dozens of familiar brand names. LVMH alone owns more than 70 luxury brands across fashion, wines, and jewelry. TSMC manufactures chips used in Apple, Nvidia, and Qualcomm devices. Airbus supplies aircraft to hundreds of airlines under different brand banners. It looks like diversity, but control is highly concentrated. Too global to regulate easily. Governments hesitate to regulate companies that underpin national and global infrastructure. Airbus supports thousands of European jobs and industrial strategy. AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure run critical digital infrastructure globally. Visa and Mastercard are essential for international commerce. Trying to regulate them risks economic disruption. Cultural and aspirational influence. These companies shape global culture, not just technology or industry. TikTok influences global content trends and music. Netflix and Disney shape entertainment tastes across nations. LVMH and Kering define global fashion and aspiration. Their reach shapes what the world watches, wears, and desires. Ecosystems, not products, create the moat. Oligopolies build interconnected ecosystems that are impossible to replicate. Apple ties devices, iOS, services, and cloud into one logged-in system. Google integrates search, YouTube, Android, and ads. Nvidia connects GPUs with CUDA and AI frameworks. A new competitor must rebuild the entire system, not just one product. They grow faster than governments can even react. Technology oligopolies scale globally before regulators even understand their impact. TikTok captured global audiences before policymakers reacted. CATL dominated EV battery supply chains within a decade. Nvidia became the backbone of AI before governments recognized the dependency. By the time regulation arrives, the dominance is already entrenched. In the following table, let us look at the stock name, the market in which the stock is available, the underlying currency, as well as certain business aspects of this brand of the stock. How many countries depend on this brand? What are the typical products? And why it is very hard for any party to enter this ecosystem.
While we have these handful of nations, USA, China, Europe, Japan, South Korea, dominating the world business through a global oligopoly, what makes USA the crown jewel amongst all of them? We will understand it in the next section. Stay tuned.